Do Black Lives Matter?
Of course.
Does my life matter in the womb?
Talking like before 6 weeks? No, because it's not a life. After that, maybe.
So you don't think it's a baby. So are you pro-choice?
I am pro-choice.
What is the choice?
What is the choice?
Yes.
Whatever suits the human carrying the baby.
Like the choice to do what?
The choice to bring a life into this world or not.
You're pro people killing babies?
I'm pro-abortion, yeah.
Which is killing babies.
No, it's not.
It's not
So
killing
thank you.
babies? Are you familiar with Planned Parenthood?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the founder of Planned Parenthood?
No, I'm not.
So the founder of Planned Parenthood was a lady by the name of Margaret Sanger. And she said these words. She said, I don't want the word to go out about us wanting to exterminate the Negro population. This is an organization that still exists today. Its founding principles were to exterminate the Negro population, to exterminate black people that look like me. Okay. Are you familiar with eugenics?
No.
I'm glad I wasn't aborted.
Good for that.
It's funny though.
They really don't care, okay? they don't care. Okay, let's now we're heading up to the 250th anniversary, okay? And here are the answers that are coming from young people out there about American history.
How are you celebrating the 4th of July?
Going down the beach with my friends.
I'm going camping for the first time in my life, and I'm honestly terrified.
And drunk and probably lighting fireworks.
Drunk while you're lighting fireworks?
Of course.
Is that a good idea?
100%.
Why do we celebrate the 4th of July?
I honestly couldn't answer that.
Well, actually not sure.
We celebrate the birthday of America.
To be lit and enjoy life.
That didn't used to be a trick question.
How old is America turning this year?
I have no idea.
The failure of the
58?
educational system.
58.
Is it actually?
No.
250?
Where do we declare our independence from?
Explain that a little bit further. What do you mean by where?
The United States.
Great Britain.
Mozambique, Africa.
What?
You're kidding, right?
What was the name of the war in which we fought for our independence?
Civil War.
The Civil War.
Yeah.
No.
Oh God.
These people
I actually don't
vote,
know.
The
guys.
Rev.
Bro, I don't know.
These
French and
people
Indian War.
vote.
World War II.
The Revolutionary War.
Smart girl. Hello, JM21999.
I
Good
think
to see ya.
What was the name of the general that led us to victory in the Revolutionary War?
Does it begin with an A?
Washington?
General
Lee!
Hitler.
It was not Hitler.
Then I have no idea.
I thought it was obvious.
What year did we declare our independence?
This is a very wild guess. The 1920.
1786?
1776.
1654.
Good to see you, brother.
Higher.
1730.
Higher.
1748.
Higher.
1778.
I didn't do well in school.
Democrats, they like to say Donald Trump is a king, but we know we don't have kings in this country because we kicked a king to the curb. What was his name?
Oh my God. Might need some multiple choice here. King Tut.
Julius Caesar.
King Charles or something?
Neptune.
King George.
First time I've ever seen anyone get all questions.
Yeah, she's
right.
smart. All right, guys, we're going to move on to the next story. So, let's see what we have next. I have to say hi to the chat. Okay. So, good to see you, Gardening. JM21999, Intergalactic Truck. The workers out there. Like, we're here to, have fun, look at the news. And then we have the trolls that occasionally jump into the chat. I decided that I was going to start ignoring the trolls because there was someone who came to fart in my face while we were having fun with this video. Oh, so you support a rapist? And I'm like, I'm sure he's one of, if you asked him all the questions that these kids were asked, he will get none of them. Like, these are people who literally know nothing about history, or they know a lot about history and then they intentionally lie about the truth. So there's no need talking with people like that. So so if you're butthurt, go start your own live stream. Now, today, SCOTUS ruled against Trump's executive order on birthright citizenship. I covered it during the members-only live stream. I did say a lot during the members-only live stream, and I may have said too much, okay? I may have said too much, which might upset some people, but I did say a lot about that. And we're going to watch a recap of the ruling, and I'm going to look into a couple of things that are connected to that ruling. I was listening to a live stream where they were tearing the Supreme Court to shreds and screaming about how most of them were bought and so on. And I'm like, we're doing exactly what the left does. The Supreme Court does something we don't like, we start screaming about packing the courts. And, you know, we do need to be careful to not become the left. So we're going to be watching the report on the SCOTUS decision. We're going to see what Trump does next. And then while all that is happening, guys, jump in the chat and let's know what you think, okay? So let's jump into the reaction from President Trump. Hang on. Now, you guys know that whenever you drop something in the chat, I have to take a look, okay? So JM21999 says, I agree. It is easy to fall into that trap. It is, okay? And I'll tell you the truth. It is... let me tell you guys the truth. It is lazy to do that. It's very lazy to see something that you don't like and begin to react like the left does, okay? Oh, we hate the Supreme Court. Somebody has been paid off. Somebody is a traitor. Like, I did talk about it a lot during the members-only live stream, so I don't want to repeat most of the stuff that I talked about. But President Trump has reacted. Let me not use the word reacted. That sounds like it's not well calculated. He's responded, and here's what he said.
The event is an effort to boost turnout in races that will decide whether the Republican Party maintains control of Congress. Republicans have only slim majorities in the House and the Senate. The convention...
Oh, sorry, Michael Canterbury. Okay, first time chat. I did not see you there. It was Godwin that brought you to my attention. Now, is my volume still low? Do you still want the volume to come up? Let me know. I'll boost it up a little. Okay. When I'm talking while the videos play, sometimes some of the videos are louder. So, you know, I apologize. So let me know if my volume still needs some work. Okay. Thank you so much for letting me know. Let's get going.
Maintains control of Congress. Republicans have only slim majorities in the House and the Senate. The convention will be held in Dallas, September 9th and 10th. A new Fox survey out indicates the Senate race in Maine is shaping up to be a...
All right, so he's breezed past that. So essentially, President Trump has announced that for the first time ever, the Republican Party is going to be having a Republican midterm convention in Dallas, Texas on September 9th and 10th. So that's good. Okay, that's good. Now, September 10th is the anniversary of Charlie Kirk's murder. So we're going to be recognizing that day. I'm working on a video that's meant to be a tribute to him, and I hope I get it done, and I hope you like it. So essentially, President Trump is responding by announcing that there will be a midterm convention. Like, he's pulling out all the stops. The Republican Party has to pull out all the stops, and I think that it's a smart move. Okay, of course he did, you know, say some things about the Supreme Court, but we're not going to repeat it here. So here's Fox News reporting on the Supreme Court decision. And they weren't very happy about it, like most of us aren't. But let's have a listen.
Well, a massive update on the Trump administration's crackdown on birth tourism. The State Department shutting down a sophisticated tourism network after the U.S. Embassy in West Africa revealed more than 100 foreign nationals were using fraudulent documents and visa fixers to illegally obtain American citizenship. And it was a similar story in North Africa. Over 100 visas were just revoked as the embassy there said expecting mothers were coming to America to give birth for the sole purpose of giving their child American citizenship. Meanwhile, in Europe, we now know that there was over 400 suspected birth tourism cases since 2024. And investigators managed to trace them to at least 6 companies that coached foreign nations on what to say in their visa interview. The birth tourism companies also arranged housing in America and even set up delivery plans for expectant mothers. Now, the State Department adding, quote, a U.S. visa is a privilege. It is not a right.
True.
The State Department is taking action around the world to stop this abuse, to dismantle birth tourism networks, and hold accountable those who try to scam our system.
All right, so guys, let me know what you think in the chat. I'm going to play the next video, and this is a lawyer's breakdown, I think. Supreme Court, just hang on. I hope I haven't mixed it up. Okay, yeah. Supreme Court Justice Sam Alito essentially left a dissent which was very spot on. He essentially said, if a woman from a hostile country came to America and gave birth to a child, that person will give birth to someone who essentially becomes a U.S. citizen and then returns to the country of origin of the parent to be radicalized against America. And who knows? They come back after a few years and they're eligible to run for president. And that is scary.
Now was the right to have rights, to freely participate in our political community. The framers of the 14th Amendment extended that promise to every freeborn person in this land. Justice Jackson adding in her concurrence that today's decision preserved a key principle at the heart of America, quote, that all human beings are created equal. But Justice Alito called the decision a risk to national security.
I agree.
Outlining a scenario in which a woman from a country hostile to the U.S. comes here to give birth, then returns to a place where the child would be, quote, inculcated with hatred of this country, but free to travel on a U.S. passport with no restrictions in or out of the U.S. Quote, even if he plots to harm this country, he cannot be deprived of his status as a citizen.
Yep.
The president is looking to Capitol Hill to take action. Posting on Truth Social, quote, Congress should start today to work on ending expensive and unfair to our country birthright citizenship.
We need to address the issue as quickly and as efficiently as we can. Some are implying that or suggesting that it may require a constitutional amendment. And as you know, that is a large undertaking.
So do you guys see the conundrum here? Now, as people who agree with the rule of law, we hear that the Supreme Court has made a decision. What do the left do when the Supreme Court makes a decision that they don't like? They lose their minds. They start screaming. And we need to ask ourselves the question, what do we do next? What do we do next? Okay. This live stream is not about raging and ranting and screaming screaming our heads off and then frothing at the mouth. It's about intelligent conversations. JM 21999 says, this was an awful decision by the Supreme Court. However, we don't know all the closing arguments and dissents. I hope and pray for discernment when dealing with enemies from within. The best way, and I would submit to you guys, the best way to deal with the enemies from within is to vote. All right? Is to vote. Now, I have a troll in the chat, and I hope you stick around to listen to me. Okay, hear this. All right. All right. My family took advantage of birthright citizenship. Okay. We took advantage of birthright citizenship. Okay, the mods took him down, but his chat is still up on the screen. So I'm going to read this. He says, hey, Jackass, that's exactly what the right does as well, and you should know better. How do you mean I should know better? Okay, when you come on someone's live stream, you need to have a well put together, pushback. All right. The question is, should people who randomly break into your country and give birth automatically have their children gain citizenship because they did that? should you reward someone who commits a crime by making their kids citizens? Secondly, it is on record that there are people, and it just happened a few months back. There were two Chinese siblings, I think. They came into the country, they're American citizens, and they committed a crime at an ICE facility. Okay? Like, these things are happening. It's not too far-fetched. The question is, do you want this to continue to happen? Do you want to wake up one day and you have a terrorist as your president? Okay? You literally have someone who's been trained in another country, comes back in when he's 25, waits until he's 40, and then I so strong. I knew one of you was going to say that. And that is so predictable. Okay, I knew we already knew. Look, guys, calm down. Okay, take your meds. Come on, calm down. Okay, take your meds. If you say that Trump is a terrorist, how has he acted like a terrorist? What is a terrorist? Because you guys throw around these words regularly. Okay, now the rest of you guys, just permit me to address this. All right, hang on. Look, so strong. If you continue to spam the chat, I'm going to ignore you. If you just continue spamming the chat, I'm going to ignore you, okay? Because what I do with the audience is I have an exchange of ideas. If you just keep posting and you don't wait for me to respond, I'm just going to ignore you and move on, okay? All right. Now, you said, first of all, he threatened to blow up civilian infrastructure. Okay. Clinton blew up civilian infrastructure. He didn't threaten. He did it in Bosnia. In the 90s, he did. Do you call him a terrorist? Trump simply said, if you don't come to the table to negotiate, we're going to shut down your infrastructure. We're going to blow up your bridges and power plants. He wanted to bring them to the table. Clinton actually blew them up. How about Obama with Libya? He blew everything up. How many drone strikes did he, conduct during his presidency? If you're going to be consistent about claiming that one person who threatened to do something is a terrorist, but the other two who actually did it aren't, that is not a consistent argument. Okay? Now, so strong is being consistent. I assume what you're saying here is that that Clinton was also a terrorist as well. And I respect that. I respect consistency, okay? But I have the right to say, look, I don't agree that President Trump saying, you guys have to come to the table, else we're going to blow up your bridges that you use to transport your rockets and military gear, and your power plants, which you use to run your military outposts, will blow them up. Okay, that's what you do in a war, all right? Now, we're not talking about Iran right now, okay? We're talking about the fact that the Supreme Court made a decision. A lot of us don't agree with it, okay? And Guy, I'm an immigrant, all right? But I'm looking at the situation and I'm saying to you, if people are free to come into your country, have children, indoctrinate their children who are supposed to be American citizens to hate you and come into your country to have all the rights and privileges of a citizen, and they can use that against you, isn't that something to be concerned about? Okay, forget partisanship. All right, forget partisanship. Okay, so strong. Let's look at your argument here. I think every U.S. president who has done so is a terrorist. I don't have an allegiance to a political party, but so that you understand where I'm coming from. Okay, good. I respect that. So strong. Now, so strong. I'm not going to pretend that I know everything about constitutional law and the powers of the presidency where it comes to dealing with enemies, okay, and threats, whether real or perceived. And that is why every president has presidential immunity for conduct of their jobs while they're in office. All right, so that's why they all have immunity. What they do with that immunity is then for us to judge, to say, look, there's something wrong with this, or we agree with this, okay? And looking at everything, we can make our decisions. We can make our decisions. So, but I don't want us to kind of veer off topic and start talking about presidential powers and so on. That's a topic that we can have. I would love to have that conversation with you, but let's double down on this issue. I get where you're coming from. I respect it. And thank you so much for engaging in the chat. I hope, I hope you see that we try to be fair here. I'm not a hard right Trump only. If you watch my old videos, I have called out Trump. Okay, I don't agree with everything he does. Tonight, we're not agreeing with everything the Supreme Court has done. We try to be fair. Are we correct all the time? We hope to be, but the truth is that no one is correct all the time. No one is. All right. So we're gonna try. Okay, JM just posted a chat. All right. So, all right, guys, everyone who's listening, what we're doing right now is what I want the live stream to be like. I know most of you come for, oh, let's see what he's talking about. Let's see what the news is talking about. This is the live stream where you, the audience, actually speak your mind. And you don't have to agree with me. You don't, but do it respectfully like So Strong has just done. And look, I respect that, and I hope you stick around. Even if you don't agree completely with everything that we say, it's good to always have that feedback from the other side to say, look, you're not looking at this the right way. And we can have a conversation, okay? All right, I'm going to read. So JM says war is terrible. However, I think some people forget that the Lord is in control and sometimes war is necessary. Biblical history is filled with divine commands to include war. Yeah, but that's one of the hardest things. That's one of the hardest things that I had to deal with looking at the Bible, where there is a time where you have to use violence against people that want to attack you. It's a very difficult thing to do. It's a very difficult place to be. And a lot of people have left Christianity because of mentions of war in the Bible. But that's not what we're going to be talking about today. But I agree with that post, JM. So Strong says, yeah, I'm not here to throw insults, and I'm glad you're not. And I respect the fact that you stuck around and we were able to exchange ideas. Now, we're going to cover some more, so I hope you can give us your feedback on those. Gardening says, thank you, so Strong, for keeping your chat as a conversation and not a battle. That's what I really want, guys. I really want that. I really want that. Charlie Kirk said that when conversation stops, that's when the war starts, or that's when violence begins. And whether people agree with him or not, he actually told the truth. If I didn't engage with So Strong, maybe I saw the first comment he made and I said, okay, here's someone who hates Trump. Oh, I'm going to go after him and then please my audience who are like pro-Trump. That is wrong. We have to try to have fair conversation. And you know what? Sometimes those conversations are really hard to have. Like having these conversations with people who don't agree with you is difficult. It's difficult, but we need to train that muscle to be able to sit with people who don't agree with us 100%. We need to prove our argument. Okay, prove our argument. And you know what? While you're arguing with the other person, you're sharpening your position and you're discovering the flaws in your position. And the hope is that the other person is finding out the same thing as well, so that it's like you guys are getting sharper and you're getting better. Okay? And not having bad faith conversations. Bad faith conversations are conversations where people come into the conversation without any desire to concede when they're wrong. Okay, that's a bad faith conversation. So Strong, let me see, So Strong says, yeah, no need to fight. I just think that a lot of leftist ideals are not properly represented in the media. I have said many times on this live stream, not this one, but past live streams, that I miss the Democrat Party as it used to be, where the arguments were really common sense. Like, we need to understand the position. It was easy to understand the position. And the Republican Party was horrible at communicating its position. The Democrat Party was great at communicating its position. But it seems like somehow the script has flipped, you know? So I would love to have these conversations on and on and on. It's great to have these kinds of conversations. JM says you're a good, godly man. Well, thank you for the kind words. It's okay to humble ourselves, respect. Thank you so much. And I hope all of us can do that. It is difficult. Believe me, it's difficult. I've spoken with people that I know, and it's hard to, you know, be in a conversation where the other person doesn't concede and you're trying to meet in the middle, but they are not meeting in the middle. It's hard to have those kinds of conversations. Okay. So we're going to push forward. Now, before we push forward, if you're here and you're like, okay, I kind of like the flow of this live stream, please consider staying, consider liking the live stream, consider sending a heart emoji or something. If you can't chat or if you don't want to chat, consider subscribing if you're feeling generous, okay? Please. It helps the live stream out a whole lot. All right, so we just listened to that report, and on the SCOTUS report, the question is this, all right? What exactly do you think is the way forward? Okay, what do you think the way forward is? I've mentioned a few things. I was going to read an article, but I think you know, time is getting ahead of us. But I'm going to post a list of all of the links that are meant to be covered in this live stream in the community post of the channel. So if you're on the main channel or on the backup channel, you're going to get the links, and you're going to be able to kind of do your own deep dive. I have an article that covered the decision, but I'll let you guys, you know, jump into it. Okay, so like I said, I miss the Democrats of the 90s. This is Dianne Feinstein, okay? This was 1993, and here's what she said about birthright citizenship.
Should you have a system where people can come to this country, even if they're well-to-do, get on Medicaid and give birth to a baby and then go back? The answer is no. And we know that Medicaid laws are being used and abused to do just this in the state of California. I'd like to see that stopped. About 13% of the California prison population, costing close to $300 million a year, are illegal aliens. I've had judges in Los Angeles and Orange County tell me 1/2 of their criminal dockets are illegal aliens. Presently, a convicted illegal alien has the option of serving their sentence in California or being returned to their country of origin. I think that option ought to be removed.
So that's a Democrat in 1993. And that's why I keep saying, look, what happened with the Democrats having these, let me use the term, moderate to the left positions, which is like, hey, these are common sense positions everyone agrees with. Maybe we might differ on how it's applied, but, you know, like there's always that understanding that they were applying some common sense to the argument. Not throwing the baby out with the bath water. Like, birthright citizenship is a privilege that American citizens should exclusively have. Now, what a lot of people may not know who are watching this live stream is, I have a child who was born that way. My wife went into the country, she was pregnant, and then she gave birth to our daughter. And we didn't get Medicaid, okay? We paid out of pocket, which was really expensive, okay? But we did what we needed to do to give our daughter the advantage. Now, you can hear me. I am not planning a terror attack on the United States. So I'm raising my daughter to love the United States. One time we were having a conversation in the living room, and I said to her, you're an American citizen. And then she said, no, I'm Nigerian. I said, no, you are an American citizen. And I explained why. I said, if you were stuck in the middle of nowhere and you were in danger, and you sent out a message to both the American embassy and the Nigerian embassy, guess which one will move heaven and earth to save you? The American government. So I said, look, you are an American citizen, so forget whatever it is, the connections to Nigeria. And I made that very clear. I'm raising my kid to love America, to know she is an American citizen. She belongs to the United States. If what we had was people who were doing that and raising their kids to love and cherish the United States, we wouldn't be, look, I don't think we would even be having this conversation. Okay. We'll just be talking about other things. I don't think that the Trump administration will be talking about birthright citizenship. Okay. I don't think so. Maybe I'm naive. I don't think so. Okay. So Strong says, I think the problem is the underfunded, understaffed immigration system and not the immigrants. A faster path to citizenship promises a faster path to revenue for the state and workplace rights. I agree with everything you just said. Totally. And the question always is, and maybe those of you who've stuck around with me for long enough, maybe you've heard me say this. The problem is, does the bureaucracy have the will to fix that problem? Do they have the will to repair it or to fix it? Now, I would also like to push back slightly, so strong, to say the real problem is the illegal alien situation. People who come in through the right means, through a port of entry, through the immigration process, where you apply and you go through the process, those people are not the problem, okay? I've listened to speeches from Tom Homan, from the president. Those people are not the problem. Those people who come in through the legal means but don't, qualify to extend their stay and so on and overstay their visa create problems as well. And when it's time to remove them, it's a sad thing to do. But it's immigration law. Okay, so when we talk about immigration as a whole, we need to, first of all, focus on illegal aliens who came in illegally, those who have overstayed their permission to stay in the country. Those are the ones that we're talking about. Everyone else who's legally allowed to stay and have a path to citizenship, they aren't the problem. Okay, now I know that there are a lot of arguments about Trump going after immigrants, and that's the language that concerns me. Immigrants, but they don't actually want to define that it is the ones who have overstayed their visas or the ones who broke into the country illegally. Okay, so it's always good to be fair and to define those positions. So we know what we're talking about. Everyone would agree that immigration law should be observed, should be enforced. Okay, and I'm glad for that point. Thank you so much, so strong. Let's see. Now, there's the administration is trying to demonize people who did come here the right way. Haitians, Venezuelans, etc. Okay, so this is a point where I will tell you, I've watched a lot of news reports. I have listened to a lot of speeches by President Trump, by Tom Homan, by what's his name, Stephen Miller. A lot of the people from the administration who have addressed the issue of illegal immigration. And it is not people who are there legally. Let's talk about the Haitians, okay? The Haitians were given a temporary protected status. And I watched the video that said, okay, for your benefit, I'm going to look for that video. I watched a video that said that the temporary protection status, I'm going to have to scroll a bit, sorry, was supposed to expire in 2011. Excuse me, TPS. I hope I can find it. TPS 2011. So it was supposed to, yeah, there it is. Good. So this was, I'm going to play this. I'm going to take this out of the way. So January 2010, Obama's DHS Secretary, Janet Napolitano, announces that she signed the Haitian TPS order. It will be good for 18 months from the date of issuance, so that will be in July of 2011. Let's have a listen.
Lastly, as has been widely reported yesterday, I signed the order beginning for the process of TPS status for Haitians already in the United States. This is a kind of an intermediate immigration status that allows those who are here to remain and to work. And as they work, of course, many send remittances back home. This in and of itself is a form of support to Haiti and a form of economic assistance to Haiti. To qualify, you must have been in the United States before January the 12th, the date of the earthquake. It will be good for 18 months from the date of the issuance, so that will be in July of 2011. So for Haitians in the country who were here before the earthquake, we are now opening up the process of TPS, that intermediate immigration status.
All right, so there are very clear stipulations that the Obama administration gave, and we just heard it from the horse's mouth. Those who benefit from it have to have been in the country before the earthquake. Second, it's temporary, meant to expire by July of 2011. It was never extended. Now, I've been on the receiving end, okay, so strong. I don't want you to think that I'm speaking from a place of safety and I don't care about how these people feel, okay? Those of my audience who have followed my journey know when I was in a very hard place, I literally bought a ticket back home because I didn't want to break immigration law. All right? Tony in the chat. Okay, so and you know, okay, so strong so that you don't feel left out. Okay, whenever someone who is a regular on the show jumps into the chat, I always give them an applause. But for you, I'm going to do this retroactively. So strong. Okay, he's made the chat very rich, and we appreciate his contribution to the show. So thank you so much, So Strong. Now, I've been on the receiving end. I've been on the receiving end of being afraid for my status. All right, and this was just recently. Okay, just about 4 or 5 weeks back, and I told guys, look, I bought a ticket to take me back to Nigeria. I was like, okay, I don't want to break immigration law. I'll do whatever it takes so that my family stays safe and everything. Okay, so the question is, for the Haitians who stayed longer than they should have, because July 2011 is a long time ago, did they do what they needed to do to regularize their stay, to extend their, to have a path towards citizenship? Like, those are real questions. Okay, those are real questions to be had. If they didn't do what they were supposed to do, and then there's a change in immigration policy, and then it happens to affect them, I don't think it's fair to stand up and begin to shake your fist at the administration that says, the old administration said you guys were supposed to be done by July of 2011. It was never extended, and we're dealing with a lot of immigration issues. We need to end this. Look, I don't think it is racist to say, I don't think it is bad to say, it is a change in policy. And So Strong, you know, I would say that a lot of people who voted for President Trump are pushing for things like this. Okay, so it's not just a Trump administration, you know, is doing this. It's more like the political wave is like he won on immigration. He needs to show movement on immigration, and we just have to be fair about it. Okay, I don't know much about the Venezuelans, but I can say what I do know about the Haitians. I've just played you footage, okay, that it exists out there on the internet. And but I hope you understand. Now, is there a better way to do these things? Guys, I'm not the president. I'm not Tom Homan. I don't know, okay? People don't leave to go to countries with worse circumstances than they've had in the United States. When I was preparing to go back to Nigeria, I told you guys on the live stream, I might have to have a faceless live stream because internet in Nigeria might not support all of this. I would not have my lights and my soundproofing. So I had to prepare you guys for a while to let you guys know things might change. Okay, so it's very important, okay, for us to kind of understand this and have these conversations so that we know, okay, people aren't going to like it. It's not pleasant. It's not pleasant, but these are conversations to be had in good faith. Okay, I'll just say that. Okay, now Tony says I'm considered black. What is racism? Tony, don't go there. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we're going to skip forward. We've sat on this for a long time. Okay, we've sat on this for a long time. And let's see. I want you guys to respond to Tony in the chat. He's asking what is what is racism? You know, I like hanging out with you guys and talking. And sometimes we have these conversations. And you know what? Not everyone wants to hang around to talk about these things because I'm not screaming, I'm not ranting, I'm not telling you who to hate. I'm not pumping my fist and saying curse them and so on. And for some people, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for confrontation. They're looking for someone to spit in the eye of the leftists, you know. But that's not who I am. I am upset when I see things going the wrong way. Okay. So Strong says, sending people back to those conditions is morally wrong and pointless cruelty. Since the reason Haiti is so dangerous is directly because of the US and France, I think we have a responsibility. All right. You have a point there. But So Strong, there's a problem. Okay, there's a problem. And that's this. If the Haitians, I told you that this has its political ramifications. All right. This has political ramifications. Now, before I respond to that, Gardening says, okay, for those who may be new, if you do not see comments, that is because, or that are being mentioned, it is because we have two channels. Some are watching from the Crossroads main channel and some are watching from the live channel. So she continues, I just want to do this because I keep forgetting to do this, okay? People come in and they don't know what's going on. I'm talking and I'm responding to people and they don't see that happening in the chat and they might think it's all made up. So we have to explain. Thank you, Gardening. Or your settings for chat is on top chat and not live chat. So please subscribe to both channels and give the video a like. Thank you, Gardening. Gardening is amazing. Thank you, Gardening, for that. Thank you for reminding me to do that. So back to So Strong, okay? Now, the United States, it is said, had a hand in Haiti's situation. I'll tell you something. I don't know enough about that history, but like I said earlier, the Haitians who were in the country could have done everything they could to go through the path of citizenship. Okay, 2011 to 2026 is how many years? That's roughly 15 years. That's 15 years that they could have done everything they could in their power to either get a green card, do something. Okay, if they were not educated, they could have taken a course. They could have gone to college. They could have found a way to improve their situation to the point where, hey, they are valuable and maybe they might even have a green card or even be citizens by now. Okay, like these are questions. I've been in North America for 4 years now, and already we're on our path to your equivalent of a green card. We intentionally did all of those things. And my question would always be, for those who are affected by all of this, why didn't they do all the things they needed to do? That's the first thing. Second, there was an outcry, and I want us to remember, there was an outcry of Haitian immigrants in the city of Springfield, Ohio. I covered it in 2024 when it was going on, where we had Haitians who were essentially not integrating properly, like they were doing things, and people still laugh at Trump for what he said. But before he said it on the debate stage, where he said they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs, I covered the news report where the citizens of Springfield were complaining. And the question again is, the people who are guests in the United States, yes, the United States has the responsibility to do something about the circumstances in Haiti. However, the citizens of Haiti also have a part to play. It sounds unkind to say that, but it is true. They have a part to play. If you throw a rope to someone who's in the water and drowning, they need to reach out and try to grab the rope. Okay, they do need to do something about it. It's not a pleasant conversation to have. It's a very difficult conversation to have. So strong, it is. It is a response from So Strong. I don't think the TPS had a path to citizenship. From my understanding, they had a massive impact on revitalizing Springfield. The citizens might disagree. I'm from Ohio, and everyone I know from there is mad about the ruling. Okay. All right. So, it's a Supreme Court ruling. And just like they're mad about the Supreme Court ruling on the TPS, a bunch of us are mad about the Supreme Court ruling on birthright citizenship and on mail-in ballots. Like, there's enough to be mad on both sides. Okay, and Intergalactic Trump says, and it also included chasing ducks in the park. Now, I want all of us to be honest now. Okay, does anybody in the chat live in Springfield, Ohio? If you do, hands raised. So Strong knows a few people who live there, but he doesn't actually live there. I don't live there. I'm miles and miles away. So we can only speculate, all right? And once we enter into the realm of speculation, all right, all of us are in error, okay? We're all in error. So we would just say it's hard to do, but let's just... How do I say this? Let's trust the system. It's hard to do, but let's just trust the system, okay? We're all mad at the Supreme Court this week, all of us. And let's see what the system does. The system is going to fight back. Congress is we are going to have the Democrats trying to fight back on the TPS. You're going to have the GOP trying to fight back on the birthright citizenship thing. You already have someone from the GOP doing this. Hold on. I skipped it, but I'm going to play it now. Senator Bernie Moreno did this in response to the whole birthright citizenship situation. He's reintroducing, sorry, my tongue. He's reintroducing a 1993 bill from Democrat Harry Reid that would end birthright citizenship for kids. Let's listen to
Force
this.
them to explain their position on this issue. Why aren't they protecting American elections, which should in turn protect, not dilute, our citizenship? Ohio Senator Bernie Moreno is on the Senate Homeland Security Committee, and he has a plan to fix this problem once and for all. Now, Senator, it's great to see you tonight. As I understand it, you think you can solve this issue with birthright citizenship by using inspiration from kind of an unlikely source, Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid. Explain that to us.
Yeah, so Laura, in 1993, Harry Reid, a hardcore Democrat at the time, came up with a bill that had 10 points, one of which was clarifying that birthright citizenship does not apply to foreign-born parents. You have to be an American citizen on American soil for that to apply. This bill also, by the way, cracked down on the numbers of asylum seekers. It cracked down on human smuggling. It massively tightened our borders and really hit employers hard who hired illegals. I'm going to introduce, when I get back from recess on July 13th, the identical bill. And Laura, what it's going to do is highlight two things. The Democrats of today are nothing like the Democrats of 1993. And if they choose to reject a bill sponsored by their majority leader that they named an airport in Las Vegas after, then I think to my Republican colleagues, we have no choice. We have to recognize that these Democrats want to systematically destroy this country. So what does that mean? We have to eliminate the filibuster and get this thing done.
All right, so he said everything that we need, and there's a video here of Senator Harry Reid reading the bill. We don't need to listen to that. Now, I'm going to say something unpopular, all right? Maybe to both sides. This is grandstanding because he's introducing a bill that isn't going to pass reading. So we know the game, and sadly, this is now becoming a political football. I don't like it. Many of us here don't like it. It's become political football, and now he's digging up something. And you know what? Some of us on the right will say he's doing something. And then the guys on the left, the Democrats on the left, are going to also do something with respect to the TPS. They're going to have, they're going to make speeches. They're going to raise proceedings, or, to kind of hem in that. We already see a lot of things happening in blue states where they are claiming that they're not going to honor the Supreme Court, ruling and so on. So good luck with that. But the question always is, okay, what should we do? Okay, what should we do? And one of the things that I love that we've been able to do during this live stream, which I would consider a successful live stream in spite of all appearances, is that we've been able to have a civil conversation around points we disagree on. Okay, So Strong is here in the chat. Intergalactic is here in the chat. Like, we have more people who are Republicans than Democrats who are faithful to the show. But no one is biting off So Strong's head. No one is attacking him. And I'm proud of what we've been able to do here tonight. What I would like to say is this. My position is and will always be that it is up to us, the voters. Okay, now guys, I don't vote. Okay, but I'm speaking rhetorically. It's up to us, the voters, to decide how we're going to engage with each other. If we disagree on policy, if we disagree on things, it doesn't mean that the other side is evil. It just means we disagree. And we settle it at the ballot box. Okay, fair and square. So Strong says that rhetoric is so silly. Want to destroy this country is just nonsense. And I'll tell you the truth. Okay, I'll tell you the truth. When you look at the extreme outcome, and okay, so guys, if you can watch the members only live stream replay, okay, I don't think any of you will like me by the time you're done listening to it, okay, because I'm like, I didn't please anyone. I didn't even please myself. Okay. So there are real concerns so strong about the implications of this. Okay. And here's one. Okay. And here's one. Okay. From an immigrant talking to you. You had millions of undocumented immigrants who came into the country over the 4 years that Biden was in office. All of those people, let's say a quarter of them. Okay, now you've done something that please give me a service against YouTube's terms of service. Oh my, sorry, I'm sweaty. I had to pull down the thick drapes to keep my neighbors from hearing me, talk and show that I'm a Republican. Okay, and I have to close my door so that my kids don't stomp in and interrupt the live stream. So I'm hot and sweaty and I have lights blaring on me. Okay, thank you for that. That was fun. Okay, good, dude. You're cool. I hope you stick around. Okay, even if we disagree, look, we don't have to agree at all. We don't have to agree at all. I couldn't resist the joke. Okay, dude, you're cool. Now, I hope you stick around. So JM 21999 says he is grandstanding and it's unfortunate. Now, JM is a Trump supporter and he agrees with you. Like, we all see this happening. And the sad thing is this. Gosh, I'm stepping into a minefield now because maybe some of you might stop liking me. The sad thing is that most of these politicians know how to manipulate the conversation so that we fight against each other while they're out on Capitol Hill having dinner with each other. Okay? So I think we have to learn how to discern when they're saying things that aren't true. They're saying things that they don't mean to do. And then we have to decide, okay, what are we going to do? And not have them dictate to us how we're to treat each other. Excuse me. Yeah, so I was reading this. JM, I was reading and I stopped. Senator Moreno is the man I want to fight the auto industry, invasive tech, and right to repair. That is his specialty as automotive group advocate. So he should leave the birthright citizenship deal and go after the thing he's skilled at. Let's see. So Strong agrees with JM about invasive tech and the right to repair. Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. Look, guys, there's a lot most of us agree about than disagree. We've spent this whole live stream, like most of the live stream, talking. And guys, I don't know about you, but this is, for me, the best live stream I've had in a long while. I don't think I remember a live stream where we just talked. Okay, the live stream is really about looking at the news and reacting to the news, but we've really spent time talking. And guys, I love it. And I hope we can do this again and again and again. Okay, I hope we can do this again and again and again. So I hope you come back so strong. I hope, because you're welcome. You are welcome back anytime. Intergalactic Trump says, when the Tesla locks its doors and drives you to the police station, it will be too late. Alrighty. Thank you for the sub. Thank you so much for the sub. All right, thank you for the sub. Now we have two channels. You're so strong. You're on the main channel. Okay, that has 12,000 subscribers. Then we have the live stream channel, which has about 1,600 subscribers. So we're going to be doing more live streaming. Now, it's times like this that I wonder whether my decision this afternoon to stop live streaming on the main channel is right, because we get to meet great people like So Strong on the main channel, because the main channel has a wider reach. So maybe I might change my mind. During the members only live stream, I said I might stop live streaming to the main channel every day. But if I stopped doing that, you know, we may not have met So Strong. So let's see. JM21999 says, one day we should do a larger deep dive into invasive tech, anti-privacy, etc. Look, guys, we can do so. Here's what I would really like to be able to do. All right, I would really like for us to be able to do deep dives on command, and I don't want to be a slave of the algorithm. I don't want the algorithm to, for example, when we started the live stream, both channels were averaging 10 viewers. Okay, I have two screens here where I monitor both channels. And when the back and forth started, it was averaging 10 viewers. Now, when we started actually having a conversation, a civil conversation, people started dropping off, because civil conversation is not very entertaining to a lot of people. And I understand, and people started dropping off. But in all honesty, this is what I want the live stream to be. I want us to look at the stories. I want us to have conversations. Some of those conversations will be fun. They'll be funny. Some of them will be really hard to have. Like, we started out this conversation as something that was hard to have, because to be honest with you, So Strong has a lot of points, and So Strong might just be one of the traditional Democrats that we've known. So, if he's a Democrat, but like, we're talking and he's like pushing back, and he's like, hey, Trump, is that what you said? I don't want to misrepresent your comments. The very first thing you told me, So Strong, was what? We already do. Speaking about Trump being a terrorist, okay? We already do. And it went off there. Now, it could have gone off the rail, it didn't. And we were able to have a conversation. But you know what? Once we began to exchange ideas, the crowd that liked to see the fireworks decided to go watch fireworks elsewhere. But this is the kind of conversation I want us to have. Real conversations with implications. And even if we disagree, for example, So Strong is a socialist. I don't like socialism. I'm going to say it, but you know what? It doesn't mean I hate So Strong. We may not agree on socialism. I might have my points. He'll have his points. Well, whatever. He says I'm the boogeyman, apparently. You're sounding more like a libertarian, okay? At this rate, okay? You're sounding more like, but I hope I didn't smear you by calling you a libertarian. All right, let's see. Okay, so Gardening said something very important earlier about joining the Discord server. Please consider joining the Discord server. There's a link in the description of the video that allows takes you to the Discord server. We're trying to have other conversations. For example, we're preparing for our 3rd of July live stream, which is on Friday. And I want to crowdsource stories of things that you want us to talk about on that day, that evening. Now, it doesn't mean we'll talk about everything, but we'll try, okay? And I hope that we can replicate this energy. I so very much want to keep having these kinds of conversations with you guys as much as I can, okay? As much as I can, I want to be able to have these kinds of conversations, because for me, this is what a live stream should be about, not about a streamer telling you what they think. But I want that exchange of ideas. I say something about what I see, I might be wrong. I might be correct, but I want to hear back from you. And I love it whenever, look, I've enjoyed this live stream. I can go to bed with a smile on my face. Thank you so strong for the subscription. I just got the notification. Thank you. So strong is part of the family now. I hope you guys who are watching have signed up for the Discord, so you can send in your ideas. And when we have special live streams, we notify you on the Discord. YouTube is very jealous of you guys, okay? They don't want us to have a direct line of sight with you guys. So the Discord helps us to be able to do that. There's a link in the description of this live stream. Please don't use the link while the live stream is on. Please wait until it's over so you don't leave the live stream, okay? Now, we're 6 minutes past the hour. And usually, during our live streams, we usually end the live streams with a body cam video. I don't know if it's appropriate. Let's see. So Strong says, hold on, I need to catch up with So Strong's chat. So Strong says there's more overlap on social freedoms between socialists and libertarians than people think. Yeah, they do. And then JM says, welcome, So Strong. We don't always have to agree, but what makes us beautiful, but that's what makes us beautiful creatures of God. Yeah. So it's great to have you in here now. So now, So Strong, now, okay, so let's see. It's 7 minutes past the hour. Okay. Let's take a vote. Okay. If you guys want to hang around to watch the body cam footage after this very spirited conversation, because I don't want to spoil this live stream, because it feels like if we said good night right now, we're good. Okay. So should we go ahead and watch the body cam footage, or should we leave it till tomorrow and just go to bed with a smile on our faces about having such a great live stream? Okay, so JM says he's with us. He says, okay, so I have one vote here. He says, let's watch the body cam footage. So Strong is also supporting, says, hey, if it's your tradition, you do you, man. Don't let people like me stand in the way. Oh, no. You're not standing in the way. I'm just considering the, everyone else, because it's like the energy of the live stream has gone a certain way. And I want the permission of the audience to say, okay, should we, because I have a bunch of other clips that I'm not going to play. I'm going to have to move them to tomorrow. All right, I have a bunch of them, but there's no way we're going to do that tonight. Like, it's going to be an obscenely long live stream, so we're going to leave them off till tomorrow. So we have 2 votes to play the body cam video. Anyone else? Let's have a third, and then we are good. I will save the rest of the stories for tomorrow. All right, we have gardening we can watch. Okay, so I'm skipping over to the body cam video. Yesterday's video was interesting. Today's video, let's see. I hope you guys enjoy this one. I don't know what to expect, but let's see. Get out of the ground! Hang on. That's an exciting video. Or an excited video. All right. I'm going to change views. Okay. Let's go.
When officers arrived at a 4-car pileup, they had no idea that the crash would be the least of their problems.
I love you guys.
All right, I appreciate it.
I love you.
Let's get out of the snow, man.
I love you. Let's go.
Oh, God! God! Okay. On January 10th, 2024, officers were called to a multi-vehicle crash at an intersection in Mequon, Wisconsin. The driver at fault, later identified as 31-year-old Brian, had fled the scene immediately, but the officer was quickly able to get a description that might help him track them down.
Out with a 4-vehicle 1050. Yes.
I did it on purpose. And he ran to the gas station. The guy that drove the Mini. He did it on purpose.
What does he look like?
Shorts. I can meet you over there, but send somebody over there.
Okay. Do you want to take the crash? I'm going to go over there. Okay. Let me look at it quick.
Flat hoodie on, shorts, sunglasses, white.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yep. Getting word this 1050 was caused intentionally. I'm going to be out with the subject that ran from that crash at Lincolnshire and Mequon. Come here. Come up against the car. .923 Ozaki. Subject's running southbound on foot. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! No, stop. Get on the ground! Nothing works! Get on the ground! Get over! Nothing works! Stop fighting! Please stop! You're all of us! Yeah, I can't hear you! I can't hear you! No! Let go! I'm so strong. I'm just strong. Yeah, it's my taser. God is with me. God is with all of us. God will protect me, Brian. I'm Brian. God will protect me. From you. From you. From everyone. God is with us. Just hold him right here. Every inch of the earth. I can't see you. I can't see you. You're gone. There's no such thing as a gun.
Even after firing both taser cartridges and with the help of a passerby, the officer wasn't able to keep Brian down.
Vision. You need to get on the ground. You can't see me. Stop. Please stop. Subjects possibly on some type of drugs. Subjects still southbound on Lincolnshire at gunpoint, still walking away. Stop! He's bad in old seat. I'm out of cartridges.
Here at Station 91, we'll roll the engine. 13 up here, you need some taser. People at Station 1 need to be in jail.
Stay on the ground, bro.
As one officer moved to cut Brian off, the others pushed deeper into the tree line behind him, and with every direction quickly closing, Brian was about to run out of places to go.
You okay? Yeah. What's going on, dude? You guys believe? What's up? I believe. What's up? I believe in God. So do I. Yeah. He's a good person. He's a good person, and I love you guys. All right, I appreciate that. I love you. Let's get out of the snow, man. I love you. Let's go. All right, let's get out of the snow. All right, okay. Come on. You too. You go ahead.
We're gonna walk with you.
Walk on.
Hey, let's get to the side of the road. Come on.
What's your name? Is in you.
Hey, what's your name, bro?
If God strikes you down,
what's your name?
God will protect me from you.
Yep. Keep walking.
Mom.
Keep walking.
It's okay.
Everyone out of your head.
It's okay.
Your anxiety.
Let's get out of the snow.
Let's get
Rusty's not real.
Okay.
I've never seen this before.
Okay.
My name's Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Can you leave me here and let me dream?
We're gonna walk out.
I've never seen this. You guys don't even see me. Oh my gosh, what's over there? What's over there? Ah! Ah!
We hope.
Ah! God! 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 God help me! God help me!
Brian.
God help me! God help me! God help me! Get these people off of me!
Sit down.
They don't have your strength! They're powerless without me! They're powerless! Stop touching me! You can't touch me!
You're under arrest.
Brian.
We're here to help you.
Do not touch Brian.
Okay.
Brian, we're here to help you.
Here's a Brian, I can touch you!
Let go of
Sit him down. Sit him down.
Ah! Oh my God, I can feel it!
Get down on the ground. Put him down and rescue.
Can't you feel it?
Sit down.
Ow!
Sit down.
Ow!
No.
Ow!
Back.
You're burning! You're all burning!
Back. Let's go back.
Yep.
All right. Put him on the side. Stay on your side. They can get him with the stretcher.
Everyone here with nefarious intent and every molecule cell has to leave.
Brian,
forever!
Help you.
For all of eternity!
Brian.
You can't help!
Brian.
You can't help Brian! Please don't!
Brian. All right, so I'm going to say some things at the end of this about some of the stuff I am picking up, okay? Because I'm going to say some things, so stay till the end. I don't know. It's going to be hard for me to explain it, but I think I might have an idea of what's going on with this guy.
So just come back.
Brian, you're okay.
Brian.
We're here.
Please don't kill me.
We're not going to
No
kill you.
one's so many times.
You, Brian,
I
okay?
can see all of you.
Okay.
Brian,
We're here to
it's
help
all
you.
right.
It's time to calm down, Brian, okay?
Brian, we're here to help you.
We want to get
We're just stay down.
Okay, Brian?
We'll have an ambulance come.
We have rescue coming. Are you okay, Brian?
Huh?
Did you get hurt at all?
Brian?
No, he got me under the chin with the taser, though. I mean, this dude's got probes on. I don't know how none of it worked.
Please give this to me.
It's all right. Brian, it's okay.
Brian.
We're going to get you in the ambulance. I think we need to get you checked out, okay, dude?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
All right.
As more help arrived, officers were finally able to slow Brian down and get him under control. But even in handcuffs, he still appeared completely disconnected from what was happening around him. And as officers tried to figure out what was wrong, Brian's behavior was about to become even more concerning.
Okay, just relax. We got some fire guys here. They're going to check you out, make sure you're all good, okay?
I'm totally sober. There's no way.
Okay.
I was just going for a walk.
Do you have any medical problems at all?
I'm good, other than what happened to me by you.
I know.
There we go.
On
3. 1, 2, 3.
There you go, pal. Good job. Thank you.
Awesome.
Good
Hey, don't you guys see me?
I see you.
You know me. You've been here before. I called the cops on you. I live 3 doors down. Not on you. On my neighbor who was being super loud.
Okay.
You recognize me. Okay, let's go, Brian.
Let's walk, Brian. Let's follow him then.
Okay.
If you recognize him, let's follow him. Follow him.
We're good, Brian.
Do you see?
Okay, Intergalactic Trump, I think you are correct that there's a good chance he has schizophrenia. So I think you might be correct. JM says police work is hard. After watching yesterday's video and now this, I think we take for granted how difficult officers really have it. Yeah, they look, I said earlier, they're heroes. Yes, there are some bad ones out there, but for the most part, when you have people who run towards the danger and not away from it, those guys are heroes. So they deserve our respect.
I'm not Brian.
What's your name?
I'm Hank.
What would you like me to call you?
Hank.
All right, Hank. All right. Let's walk right over there to the road.
My name is Hank. I'm a middle-aged father of 3 girls.
Okay.
I'm about 5'7", but
I say 6 foot. You're taller than 5.
You're taller than me, my friend.
Oh no, I'm not.
Let's walk. Let's walk.
We want to get you out of the cold.
There you go. All right.
Take a walk. Brian, we want to get you out of the snow, out of the cold. Keep moving.
There you go. Keep moving. You're almost there. Keep going, Brian. Or Hank, whatever your name is.
It's gone. God is with you.
We're gonna
God is
sit
with
right
you.
there.
God is with you.
Put your foot down right in that
God
crack.
is with you, Captain Ryan. God is with everyone. All right. I don't know the names.
All right.
God is here in this night.
Watch your hands, bud.
God
Watch
is here in your
hands.
hands. This is all Ryan Street.
Earlier today at noon, I had mushroom slice. Okay. I love mushrooms.
Mom, you can see me. Mom.
Bells off.
God, it's gorgeous. Look, God is here.
And
God is here. You can
move
see it. You saw it. I know it. God is here. You guys can all see the truth. No, please stop, doctor. Please don't hurt me.
I won't. I promise you I won't hurt you.
Nobody.
I'm here to help you.
Just let me go.
I'm here to help you. He said, so manic.
Hello! Hello! Hey, Brian. See?
Calm down, Brian.
Probably keep their restraints.
That was. Did you hear? See?
I did not, but I believe you did.
This isn't not just alcohol. There's something else going on with it.
Look at me, Mom.
Hey, you need to sit down.
Oh my God.
That's not your mom.
I can see you. Still there.
She's right there. It's okay. She's okay. She's my boss. She's good people, I promise you. Okay.
That's not true.
Do you have an issue with females right now?
You're in my... Get the f*** out of here, you ugly...
That would be your mother?
I don't know. You guys are putting me through some...
Okay. Do you remember a car accident today, Brian?
No.
You do not remember a car accident?
Nope. I don't...
Think back, Brian. Think back, right? You told me you woke up in your bed and...
You can keep trying.
I'm going to keep trying, Brian. You got in your car, you drove to Wisconsin. For what purpose did you drive to Wisconsin?
I love you.
Okay.
I love you.
Do you remember a car crash?
I do.
What happened? We're trying to figure out what happened, dude. You swerved?
And I didn't see the car in the other lane, and I was just in a lot of shock, and I don't remember what happened after that.
Do you remember why you swerved? Was there something in the road? Was there another vehicle? What caused the swerving?
Well, it was snowing, and the road was kind of wet.
What happened after the crash? Did you pull over? Did you stop your vehicle?
It was so debilitated that I just stopped anyway, you know?
According to the report, the next day, Brian made a recorded call from jail and tried to explain what had been going through his mind. He told her calmly that he was sober, but was going through psychosis or something, and that he must have schizophrenia. He'd also told her he'd been hearing voices in his head for a while now. He was in a delusional state and doesn't remember driving to Wisconsin from his home in Chicago. And he thought that the officer who initially tased him was actually someone trying to kidnap him. In the end, Brian was eventually charged with felony, hit and run involving injury, battery threat to an officer, disarming a peace officer, second-degree recklessly endangering safety ×2, misdemeanor, OWI causing injury, resisting obstructing an officer, and operating with controlled substance causing injury. He was later released on a...
Okay, so gardening, mushrooms, and mental illness. You called it, okay? Oh my
$50,000 cash bond. Eventually, he was found guilty of battery threat, disarming, 1 count of second-degree reckless, and OWI causing injury. Remaining charges were dismissed. Ultimately, he was sentenced to 10 months in jail and 4 years of probation. If he violates the conditions, he will be required to serve 2 years in state prison, followed by 2 years of extended supervision.
Wow. Okay. What do you guys think of that one? Okay. That was something. Guy got tased like twice and kept going. Well, I think him being on a controlled substance had something to do with it. All right. If you've watched Scarface, I think most of us here are old enough to have watched Scarface. The last scene where he's a team was sent to assassinate him, and he was essentially high as a kite, before they showed up, and like they literally, that scene. You guys know that scene. I'm trying to be to be YouTube friendly as much as I can. Okay, so JM says split personality disorder, perhaps. Real talk. I used to follow the late Ross Disda. He would always talk about a black awakening when these kids who were ritually abused wake up and go crazy. Sad. Huh? JM says, you want to play rough? You want to play rough? Wow. Guys, I enjoyed tonight's live stream. I really, yeah, say hello to my little friend. You guys are my people, okay? Now, I've only seen Scarface, and you know what? I've never watched Scarface end to end. I've never watched it end to end. I've always kind of, I don't know why, but growing up, my family didn't have a VCR for a long time. So I would always see this film at friends' homes or something, and maybe sometimes I'm watching the movie and then my mom sends someone to get me, and then I have to run an errand and then rush back, and then the movie has progressed. And the older I got, even though like right now I could rent the movie and watch, there are two scenes that bothered me. The first scene was the scene in where they sent him to do a deal, and it was an ambush, and they used a chainsaw. You remember that scene? The chainsaw in the bathroom. Okay. Gardening. Oh, okay. So for those who watched it, they know what I'm talking about. They used a chainsaw in the bathroom. They know that scene. I saw that scene and I was like, oh my God. That was the first scene. Then, of course, the famous last scene with the assassins that came to his home, killed his sister. Well, of course, he first of all kills his best friend, and then the assassins kill his sister. He loses his mind. He's high on drugs, and then that was a brutal scene. So those scenes kind of stayed with me, and I never really went back to kind of watch the entire thing. So maybe this year I might put on my big boy pants and rent the movie and watch. Is it on Netflix? I don't know. I'll check. So yeah, so Scarface, the movie I think The Godfather is the movie that made Al Pacino. I think that's the movie that made Al Pacino, The Godfather. And then Scarface essentially blasted him into the stratosphere. Okay, guys. Guys, it's been a great live stream. Let's do a roll call. Let's do a roll call as per usual. As always, the lovely Gavin holding down the chat. Protecting the chat. She's our moderator in chief. We have Intergalactic Trump. Thank you so much for jumping in there and making it lively. JM21999. Always great to have you in the chat. And then we have a new member of the family, So Strong 87. I hope So Strong stuck around and didn't get bored with the body cam video. We have Tony, all the way from Australia, Brisbane, Australia. Always a pleasure to have Tony in the chat. Okay, now guys, as always, I'm grateful to have you guys in my life. I'm grateful to have you guys watching, taking the time to watch and hang out, and for just taking the time to chat. And it's one thing to chat with people who essentially see eye to eye with you for the most part, but respect when someone who doesn't agree with you, at least where voting for political parties is concerned, comes into the chat and is patient enough to have a conversation. So So Strong, thank you. We respect that, and I hope you enjoyed hanging out with us. I don't know if you're still in the chat, but we enjoyed hanging out with you. So tomorrow we're going to be back again, 9 p.m. Eastern as always. Same time, same place. We're going to be live streaming on both channels. And like I said earlier, I'm going to be reconsidering pulling back on live streaming on the main channel. Maybe I'll keep doing the live streams, and I'll just, resume creating the shorter videos for the main channel like I plan on doing. So maybe that's all I'll do, and just to keep the opportunity open to meet new people. All right. Good night, guys. I see you. Gardening, good night. Intergalactic Trump, good night. And JM21999, good night. I love you guys. Praying for you. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.